Hey guys, how's it going? In this Wolong boss fight tutorial, I'm going to show you how to defeat Aoye, or Aoye. I'm not sure entirely how it's pronounced. So for this boss, it's pretty key once again for the deflection. These sort of sweeping down attacks are going to be delayed, and then those ones, the sweeping across attacks, are going to be bang on, and so are all the red powered critical attacks are going to be bang on, pressing deflect just before they hit. These are delayed, these throw down moves, attacks he does with his arms, so getting used to that is probably the trickiest part of this boss fight. But then once you're used to that, then you just basically deflect just before every other attack, and then in the second phase he's going to pull out some ice moves, and I'm going to explain how to deal with those. So what you want to do is once he's staggered, press triangle. After a few square hits, press triangle again, you do a lunging down heavy attack just like that. And now stay close to him when he does these ice bomb moves, because he's going to sweep and they're going to explode and do a lot of damage. I still get hit that time, but the majority of the time you should be alright. Once again, these attacks are very delayed, so you're going to want to wait. It's almost like you're pressing deflect just as like almost after they hit you. It feels like they're extremely delayed, so it's very sort of finicky and takes a bit to get used to. But once you've gotten used to that, that's probably the hardest part of this boss fight, is these slam down attacks. Very delayed. And then once you're used to that, every other attack, like all the red attacks and the sideways sweeping attacks, are going to be pressing deflect right before. Once again, press triangle and triangle again, so you get that drop down heavy on him. Now try and move towards him when he does that move. I do not a very good job of avoiding those ice attacks, but that's all good. It is relatively forgiving, but if you keep getting hit by his slam moves with his arms, you're going to die pretty quickly. So in the second phase he does this sort of attack thing. You want to jump to the side when he does it, and then obviously keep deflecting his main attacks, especially the red ones, because that's going to take up the most chi damage to him. It's going to stagger him the fastest. So you want to keep your distance a little bit in the second phase. Let him come towards you. My timing for the dodge there is a little bit off, and you always sort of want to be in front of him. The only time when you don't want to be in front of him is when he's doing that move, because if you're right in front of him and he's like hitting those other arms down, in the second phase he does like an ice blast straight to your face, so you do want to get to the side of him when he's doing that. Once again, get his chi down, press square a few times, and then triangle again while you're in the air, and you will do a heavy land attack, and that's going to take off the most damage. So yeah, once again, delayed deflect, delayed deflect, delayed deflect, and then normal deflect. And once again, he's going to be sort of mini staggered straight after you deflect one of his red attacks, and that gives you an opportunity to get a few strikes in. Don't get too many strikes in. Don't be too greedy with your combos. Sort of try be patient and take your time. And once again, triangle when you're in the air. And now at this point, the boss's health is low enough that I'm not too worried about staggering him anymore. I'm just going to focus on doing damage with attacks and deflecting his attacks. And obviously, I don't want to go swinging my sword. I want to take my time there and deflect, and then look for an opening, and then take a few hits during that opening. So you can press triangle straight after you deflect them. Then once again, you just basically have to get used to those slow deflections. And once you're used to that, and there's other moves on the normal deflections, then it's going to be relatively simple, and you're going to have not too much of a difficult time defeating this boss. It just takes a few deaths to get used to the timing. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. Hope this video helped, and if it did, maybe subscribe. Cheers, peace out.
Thank you for the help. The body's internal sources of energy from which chi flows are known as elixir fields. Depending on its application, chi can convert to either a genuine state or a demonic one. We hermits of Tianshu, dwelling far from prying eyes in the mountains, harness genuine chi to wield wizardly spells. We have tracked the course of man's destiny for countless ages. Yet we have now entered a time of ceaseless war that has flooded the land with demonic chi, and even allowed vile demons to roam unchecked. fate intended for us to meet here. So I ask you, will you help me hunt down those responsible for this plague of demonic chi? Your chi is what will restore light to this age of darkness. Even Baisu has taken a liking to you, it seems. I never imagined I'd see this mountain overrun with demons. It goes to show that the demonic chi is still rife.
Master! You shouldn't overexert yourself.
Hearing you say that really makes me wish I was young again. Ah, I take it you have new information? Let's return post-haste.